I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long night.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. I recently just uploaded a video on everything about music show programs for those of you guys who have watched it, and this video is for you guys because there were a couple of questions that I didn't answer and that you guys were still curious about. So I thought that instead of answering them all through your guys' comments, I thought that I would make another video to be explaining that to you guys. For those of you guys who haven't watched the everything about music show programs video, you guys can click it right here. I'll link it up. And also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are almost at 100k subs, and thank you guys so much for those of you guys who have been watching me since the beginning as well, and just for the new subscribers as well. Thank you guys so much, and also just for loving Idol Insider. I know that a lot of you guys always tell me, oh, like Idol Insider is my favorite on your channel, and yeah, it just really means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's get to it. So the first thing that I'm going to be talking about is camera work. I got a lot of questions on that, and I also asked you guys to write down if you guys wanted a video on that, because that's just a whole video in itself. So I'm just going to be talking about that because that is the thing that is going to take the longest. So first thing that you do is that the artist and the company is going to be sending a practice video to the broadcasting station, and this isn't the practice video that you guys are usually used to, like the practice videos. This practice videos is a little bit different. There are two things that are different about this practice video, is that you are going to be wearing your name tags, and this is a must because the people in the broadcasting station probably aren't gonna be memorizing all of your guys' names. You know, I wish they could, but basically you would have to wear your name tags. And then the second thing is you have to raise your hand when you're singing. So what I'm talking about is like, Now you ask me, 물어봐도 돼, 알고 싶은 걸 말해. Kind of like that. I remember the first time my group first had to do like a practice video sending to the broadcasting stations, you forget because you're so used to not raising your hand when you're singing. You're basically used to doing gestures that you're supposed to do, and you're kind of like confused, like, am I supposed to do gestures or am I supposed to just keep my hand up? But that is how you are supposed to send the video. And after you send the video, the music show producer and also film director is going to be going into a meeting, and they're going to be looking at your practice video, and they're going to be seeing how they're going to be arranging the music show and just your performance. Then you guys are probably wondering, what about the practice videos that you guys see on YouTube or the practice videos that you guys see online? Those practice videos are filmed again just to show you guys and just to show viewers and to put online. It is different because you are going to be wearing different clothes, and I got to know a lot of questions on that too. I'm just going to be going just really quick about that. Most of the times you could be wearing your own clothes, or the stylist will be basically styling you. It is one or the other, and yeah. I've also gotten a lot of questions on why do some members get more screen time than the other members. There is two reasons for this. One reason is because whatever the song is and whatever the concept might be, the company might be pushing a member for that certain concept. So the company might tell the music show program or the producer or the film director, oh, you know, I wish you could focus on this member a little bit more because on this comeback, this member is supposed to be the one that is kind of leading the concept. Or another thing is the film director and producer, when they are looking at your practice video, they will like to point out certain things around the choreography or a certain member. And this is the reason why some members get more screen time, is because while they're looking at the practice video, if they see a certain thing that they want to pinch out or something that they want to put into light, that is the reason why. So I remember every time we would film these practice videos, we would actually try our best because we knew that the better we did, we might have a better chance of getting more screen time. And yeah, it was like a rival kind of. I'm not saying that like we literally were like going against each other, but we definitely did try our best every time this video was being taken. So I've gotten a lot of questions on how many cameras there are in total and how the cameras are placed. There are around 5 to 7 cameras depending on which music show you are at, usually 3 or 4 in the front, and those are going to be the ones that get the close-ups and also the full wide angle of your performance. And there is also a Zimmy Zip camera, which is the one that kind of goes over the air, and also there's one near the stage where it goes across. And in total, I feel like the red light is on for each camera from 2 to 4 seconds. It always depends. It depends on your choreography, depends on what the film director for the music show decides to do. But yes, that is how it is, and I'm pretty sure you guys know this part. Every time you see a red light, that is the light that they're going to be looking at, and that is the camera that they're going to be looking at. So now you guys are wondering, and the most question that I got is, why are idols so good at finding the camera? And I've seen a lot of people talking about like the Twice Taeyeon and how she's so good at finding the camera. But the reason why idols are so good at finding the camera is 2 reasons. One reason is because there is a camera rehearsal, and I did talk about this briefly in my previous video for everything about show programs. But when there are camera rehearsals, there's going to be a TV on the side where the staff and also your manager or other people could be monitoring you, and this is when the manager and the staff will take a video of that TV, and after you get off stage you will get to see how your camera rehearsal was. And basically after camera rehearsal, the members will be looking at the video and seeing if they missed a couple of cameras, or to see which cameras turned on when they were actually having the performance. And then during the live performance, if they missed a couple of cameras, they will be basically getting that camera, or that is how they are prepared for their live performance. And this is why they are so good, is because they know in advance which camera is going to be turning on. And also another reason is, this is not the most popular one, but it is a reason as well. Most of the time, some companies, like the big companies, will already be having their own camera cue sheet, and this is because they want the best. They want to know every angle that their artist is going to be filmed in, and if they do know this, then the artist will be practicing that certain routine or that certain camera routine in their practice room. And I know this sounds insane, but basically they will do it just like a regular music show program. And actually a lot of big company rookie groups do this, is because since they don't know too much about how the cameras work and how the red lights turn on and just how they're supposed to be, you know, working with the camera, they will be doing practices at practice, and basically they'll literally have 7 cameras around them that will turn on like a music show program, and that is another reason how they can practice. But most of the time, you guys are probably wondering as well, a lot of big groups kind of have the same cue sheet. If you think about it, if you look at all of their performances, it's kind of filmed in a certain way, and I know that most of you guys will know this, and that is because the company is making the cue sheets. Now, there is actually a debate on this, if either the producers like this or not, because if you think about it, it is the producers and film directors' jobs to be deciding this. But then if a company is giving them this camera cue sheet, some people like it. They think that, you know, they don't really need to do anything. All they need to do is follow the cue sheet. Some people don't like it because they're taking their job. So I feel like the film directors and PDs have a mixed feeling on this matter. Now I'm going to be talking about 3 more topics, and basically what happens if you don't see the camera on a live show. And oh man, you get in trouble. You get in trouble from your CEO or your company, and that is because you're not prepared for the cameras. Because if you think about it, you already had a camera rehearsal, but if you still couldn't get the camera during the live performance, then you do get in trouble. And also from an artist point of view, it is really difficult, because if you think about it, you are dancing, singing, making expressions, and also trying to find a camera at the same time. You're doing 4 things at once, and for people who are not good at multitasking, that is something that you are gonna get used to. And for sure, I feel like as time goes on, you kind of do feel more comfortable and more relaxed in trying to find a camera. But I remember my first music show, I just kept on looking straight, because I felt like if I was to look for a camera, I would just lose control of everything. So I think that as time goes on, idols do get a better, you know, way, and they know which camera is going to be turning on. Another question that I also got is, during dry rehearsals and camera rehearsals, do other idols watch you? And I would have to say just shortly, it is yes. You guys will be watched. For example, Music Bank, when you do dry rehearsals in the morning, all of the idols and staff, people who film, all the directors, managers will be in one room just looking at you. And it is nerve-wracking because it's around like 200 people and the seats are all filled with just your fellow idols or peers or 선배s. And yeah, it's a pretty nerve-wracking experience because it kind of feels like you're getting evaluated in some sort of way. And I would say for other music show programs, people who are like 2 teams before or 2 teams behind, you are going to be running into them and they are going to be seeing you rehearse. And this is because you always need to be on standby 2 teams ahead so that you can be ready as soon as the other team gets off stage. So that's that. This is a question that I also got to. Why do some idols get their music cut, or why do idols sometimes perform their songs shorter? And this is because the producer is trying to fit as many groups into a music show as possible. Also, if there are more comebacks, it is more likely that the rookies will get their song cut. And this is because when a big group has a comeback, they are going to be doing 2 songs, their main title song and also just like a sub song, which they'll be getting the full 3-4 minutes. And then after, everybody will be getting to get their music cut around, I would say 30 seconds to a minute. And to be honest, and I didn't complain when I did get the music cut and our group did get our music cut. And that is because we still got a chance to actually perform on the stage. And if that is for our music to get cut and we still get a chance to perform on the stage, I will still take that. And I do think that a lot of idols do think that way. There are a lot of idols who do get mad over their music getting cut because they can't really fully show the whole title song. And a lot of fans get mad over that too. But usually you can negotiate with the music show program as well. If you did get your song cut one week, maybe the next week they could give you a full song. And it always depends, but it is really difficult when you have a comeback with like 5-6 really like top idols, and it is difficult to be going on a music show program. I also got a lot of questions on how idols get to go on music show programs, and I'm just going to be talking about this briefly. Idols have managers and also PR managers who are going to be marketing them, and this is the job of the manager and the PR manager. The more well-known your manager is and the more well-known your PR manager is, they're going to be the ones getting the music show. And for a rookie, it is really important to be having a PR manager and also a manager who has experience and who basically was in the field for a long time. Then they'll get a higher chance of being on the show. Also, I mean, if you are in a bigger group, then it is going to be a little bit easier. But for the groups that do not have big companies, the PR managers are the ones that are fighting for them and doing whatever they can to get them on the show. And that doesn't only go for music show programs, that goes for also variety shows and acting gigs. The more well-known your PR manager is, the more gigs you're gonna get. And this is another reason why a lot of smaller companies invest more in a well-known PR manager so that they will get more known and that they will get more gigs for a show. Another question that I got is complications of in-ears and headphones. This is a question that just kind of caught me off guard because this is something that a lot of idols struggle with. Each broadcasting station is going to be having a different type of sound system, so every time you get in-ear monitors, it is a little bit different, and I would say that sometimes the pouch might not work as well. Another reason why we have rehearsals is because you have to let them know if your sound is a little bit off or if they could raise it up a little bit. I remember one time my pouch was dead the whole rehearsal and I didn't get to hear myself. Basically, in-ear is you get to hear yourself singing, and that is the reason why they use it. But I didn't get to hear myself, so I would be delayed like a little bit, like my voice would be delayed. and it was just really horrible. But then luckily when it was live, they got to fix the problem, which was, thank God they got to fix the problem, because it was really nerve-wracking and I didn't get to hear anything that I was singing. So there are a lot of, you know, complications for that. Also, you guys did get about the earphones. The more better the earphone, the more better you are going to be hearing yourself. It is really difficult to be monitoring yourself through just regular earphones that you guys just use on your phone. And that is the reason why a lot of people or a lot of fans gift in-ears to their idols, is because in-ears are very important for your life so that you get to hear your voice. I hope I got to touch up on everything that I was talking about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really did try to touch up on everything, and if I didn't, I'm so sorry. It's just really difficult to make a video on everything, and if I didn't answer, like I said, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are almost at 100K. Thank you guys so much, and until the next video, bye.